someone just wanting to be frivolous. So let's
what
get
happens
it.
If
Our
they
first
both
match.
overdrive round start right now. Okay, nah.
So no surprise, Chickzama playing Hazama, their favorite character and really adept playing since like the beginning of BlazBlue, and like you mentioned with Beauregard, had been playing BlazBlue for a while as well with the classic Jin and the Kai color. I like it.
Oof. Oh no, no 6C on the fatal counter right there. Was trying to punish that DP for max damage, but unfortunately whiff. Still gets the anti-air though, a little bit early on the 2D to pick up off the counter hit confirm. So Beauregard remains alive at the very least, because that would have done a ton. Put them into the corner.
With a chase down.
Another throw.
I like that. See how Chickzama techs. You have so many tech options, neutral, forward, and back. So it's just, I know Chickzama will forward roll at times, especially if you're not ready for it. So I like Beauregard waiting, getting the counter hit confirmed, forced to burst out.
That was so good by Beauregard. You could tell that Beauregard was looking at the chains from Hazama to see if Chick was going to be able to move any further than, like, you know, just straight back down, and recognized it and went for 3C. There's the overdrive. I hope your bets were on Beauregard, because there it is.
We got a winner. Ding, ding, ding. Takes the round and takes the bet. First OD. That's like that. That is the Federich. The 3C overdrive activation until you're dead. Oh goodness.
If you're not doing 3C overdrive activation on reaction, like you gotta try a little bit harder as Jin, because it's so strong. It really is.
Ooh, counter hit. All right, Beauregard. Just rock solid defense. Just really patient. Gets the ice into the throw reset into more fun. Chickzama really on the back foot, but there's the forward roll, the check. And now Chickzama gets some hits and gets to play.
Sometimes you just gotta roll out of stuff, right? Like even if somebody's throwing a little bit of the roll catching, they're not always gonna go for the roll catch. Got the hit on the chain right here. Goes for the dash 5B.
We got those 6-6Bs. We get the micro dashes. That is the one thing Chickzama knows is super happy with rollback, just being able to hit those consistently.
Yeah, they actually came out with a video on how to do it. So like, if you're curious, you should probably check out Chick's YouTube. Ooh, that's gonna be a big whiff. Yeah. Unfortunately for Beauregard, only punished with the 5A, so not as much damage right there. And then this is one of the situations that would normally be really hard for most characters. But Hazama has chains, so he can get out of the snowflake right there that was set up at the bottom of the screen.
Oh, so scary. You know Beauregard's locked and loaded, but didn't get a chance. That was cute. Chickzama hovered above. Really difficult because you don't want to DP and whiff. And then Hazama just comes in for free with the chain. So Chickzama knowing with the life lead, playing it patient, taking their time. So we're already starting with 2 rounds apiece in the first game. Making for an amazing set, and like you mentioned at the start, the players in this game are just absolutely nuts. And even round 1, it's going to be just crazy matches.
Yeah, no, I mean, this is what I was looking for. This is what I was hoping for, honestly. Okay, got the pick up on the no tech right there, and that's kind of the hard part, is like, do I tech, do I not, or do I get blue beated and take a full damage combo here? Goes for the meaty. Oh, dash 5B pressure.
Dancing on.
Oh, missed another dash 5B. That was meant to be dash 5B. I'm almost assured on that one, because like I used to play Hazama, so I know that mess up.
Oh man, Beauregard's still getting a little bit hits here and there, but good call-outs from Chickzama. Oh, there's the burst immediately. No Jahaku off of that. Gets an air dash, and Beauregard gonna be punished here. Nice. Good reaction with the overdrive. That's the beauty of the OD system. That's why it's OD. You see people go for these lagging moves, invincible through them, and get a punish, and take it to the next game. Good stuff.
So it's 1 apiece now. Already starting out with both sets. I mean, you were just talking about it, like we were already predicting that things would be very difficult, but this is definitely proven to be it. And that second game, you saw it a little bit more than the first game. Chick, I felt like, moved around a lot better in terms of staying out of the wheelhouse of Jin.
That was still game 1.
Oh, was that game 1?
That was just game 1. That was just a round apiece. Yeah.
Oh, thank you, fellas. I was following your lead, so you said 1-1. I was ready to jump in. My bad, y'all. Thanks.
My bad. It took what? No, that's on me. That's on me. But yeah, like comparative to the first round over the second, the chains were used like up top rather than side to side. And Jin's really good at air to air from horizontal ranges, right? But his air to air vertically is just basically jump 2C and jump B, which, don't get me wrong, are good, but they're not nearly as strong as like a jump C, right? So it gets really hard to be able to catch Hazama as Jin when you're at that range or that specific area of the screen. Okay, crouch confirm right here for Beauregard. Well, this could be death. Oh, well, decides not to go for it. Yeah, with with overdrive, active flow, and 100 meter, you could definitely kill. Good conversion here from Chick. Oh, just too close for the chain to be a high enough attack level to get the hit stun.
It's spooky in both positions here. I like this just kind of close in there. Chickzama without like any kind of burst, not even OD, since they use it to burst early on during a hit. So Orgard just getting playing patient, have all this meter. It's so easy to get these like 100% meter confirms with Jin just to seal the deal with the amount of damage. Catching the back roll again. Oh, purple throw. We got push-ups. If you do not tech a purple grab when that is in block stun or during a combo, it is the tried and true tradition in BlazBlue. Push-up time.
Yeah, 10 push-ups right there. Okay, yeah, using the chains right there. Got another reset on that one. Was trying to go for another, and barely any life left. Got to use the burst just to be able to stay alive right here. But there's the jump B, and that's one of the moves I was talking about in regards to being able to catch vertical space. And Orgard using it beautifully right there. Gonna be taking the second game. Now am I correct on the numbers?
Now 1-1. Now Orgard's like, all right, you said it's 1-1. I'm gonna make that true. So this is what I like to see. A lot of NLBCs that sweep counter and goes like off the rails. So we're in the BlazBlue Central Fiction tournament. We ain't having that. We're gonna make this nice and competitive. We're gonna keep this competitive. We're gonna let Arturo. We're gonna let him focus on streaming Third Strike today. We don't need him cleaning up, sweeping that much. But we'll see what happens.
Okay, went back to maybe character select is what Chick was going for. It's not impossible. Chickzama does have a couple of other characters, yeah. Mu 12 and whatnot, but okay, blocked in the Hazama. Sometimes you just gotta take a breather, right? Like you gotta kind of just like take a second. All right, what did I lose to? Kind of thing.
As good as that rematch option is, yeah, I like sometimes do the tried and true, but pre-rematch, go into that character select, and just like, oh, hold on, let's get a new stage, let's get some different little change of tunes.
A Rachel theme. I like Rachel's theme actually.
I like the original more, but this is fine.
No, that's actually the one that I like.
Yeah, it was weird. Like I appreciate them making like a second version of most of the songs, but at the same time, it's like a lot of them don't have the same charm as the originals.
Oh man, yeah. If we're talking about same charm as the originals, Alexandrite 1 is a club banger, and the second version is not. So I'm just saying.
What they do to my boy? all right. Chickzama with a nice life lead. Again, just playing that range game, using the Ouroboros, the snakes on a chain, really well, and just playing at that good space where Orgard really trying to approach and can't really find anything, but find the jump 2C.
Wow, I'm really surprised. It looked like Chick was totally poised for the anti-air right there, with the 2C of their own, but no, it did not end up coming out. And oh wow, combo drop ends up leading to the young dropportunity, as we like to call it.
All right, Chickzama, 1 round away, taking that first game of our tournament here. Lost the bet because of the overdrive, so it's trying to at least win the set. Ooh, nice grab. Has not teched the throw, honestly. I think every time Orgard's gone for it, maybe if he goes for a little bit more, can really
I was going to mention that, because like that's actually been such a big damage dealer versus Chick so far that I feel like at this point, like going for it is just the proper way to go.
Well, they went for it and they got up-backed and paid the price, but finds the hit, enough confirm from that 3C to get the little bit of ice card, and back tech's blown up. Chickzama, adamant, gets an air grab though. Okay, I like this.
Yeah, I'm under the impression that Jin dash forward, micro dash 2A actually catches both back and forward tech on the delay. So I could be wrong. Like it's been a while. I've forgotten more about BlazBlue than a lot of people know about right now. So.
Oh my
just
gosh.
got under the 5A right
so
there.
Good. That is like Hazama's best anti-air, but it is crouchable, so was Orgard just sneaking through. We got last round, our first set here. Oh my goodness, DP like that, that's how we feel. Catching the back dash. Oh my god, Orgard's playing really well. It's just these small drops. If he can't convert into a big enough combo, that's what might really hurt in the long run.
I like the knowledge of the Oki right there. Orgard went for the forward tech on the Oki that cannot catch rolls right there unless you back roll into Hazama. So just goes for the right thing. But the counter hit confirmed. Only works on counter hit.
Gets out of there, gets the chain in. I think we're gonna have to see a burst here with this meter. Yeah, doesn't want to get hit into anything into super. But with this chain, one more hit, really, Chickzama, anything with an RC or just a super can do it. And there's that
there it is, that
anti-air.
5A. Yeah, you were talking about it earlier. That 5A, one of the best anti-airs for the character. Pays off dividends.
That's what Chickzama said. It's like, yo, check out my stream today. I'm about to match some 5A. I finished all my TO work for the day. I'm gonna go hit 5 a.m. folks, and that's the money. That was the money maker. I like it. Just casually swatting Jin out of the sky.
You cannot call Chick a liar.
Hell yeah. So Chickzama takes that first set of the tournament today. 2-1 over Oregard. Very fun match, though. I like just seeing round 1 matches between not just great players, but like go down to the wire.
Yeah. And so that means Chick's going to be moving on to fight Grin in round 2 a little bit later.
Yep, I'm going to put the scores in now for the players. Just a quick reminder, everybody, to anyone that just jumped in and enjoyed the tournament matches that you've seen so far, don't forget to support the Match prize pool. We're going to line up more matches in just a little bit, so y'all stick around, okay? And yeah, once we get it going, we'll have the next one in just a moment. All right. In fact, it's starting up as we speak. I might remake the lobby after this just because was the spectate okay for you guys on that one? The spectate for me was kind of like spotty.
I had no problem. Okay. I had no problem with the match. Yeah, everything was smooth. No, I saw people in chat talking about it, like speeding up and slowing down. It's rough.
Yeah, I might restart after they're done with this match really quick. Obviously, they're ready to start, so I'm not going to interrupt them and mess with them.
Yeah, we'll see how this one goes.
Yep.
Knock on wood.
This is Adroth versus MechWarrior. Is this round 1? Are you for okay? Wow, that's gonna be. Gosh, we weren't playing when we said everything would be super difficult.
Everybody's here. Well,
everybody
maybe
is
like
here.
one person isn't here, unfortunately, but like most everyone's here. If they are a BlazBlue monster who does participate in tournaments, they're gonna be scrapping. So Hakumen and Adroth, they got like regular Hakumen, evil Hakumen. I like it. Watch your story modes, folks.
Got the Dragon Punch and the Grand Viper right now unlocked. Okay. Also got Dirt Kick just now. So I mean, basically, you have pretty much everything that you would want in terms of being able to deal defensively and make offensive things happen. Oh, you're gone.
Goodbye.
Second hit of 6B counter hit, overdrive activation.
Yeah. Give me all those specials. And we get the full animation of the supers. We're gonna see everything unlocked. Say it with your chest. Ugh.
Oh my god, what a round from Adroth. At the very beginning, unlocked both Dragon Punch and Grand Viper just to be able to make sure that pretty much every combo tool was required, and also, you know, having a reversal versus Hakumen, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then just steamrolled after that.
Yeah. I mean, this is like, I always love this character because this is, Susanoo is just so much momentum, the character. Getting those unlocks and just being able to go on even more in offense. Like, you have to smother him or else this stuff starts happening. Oh my god.
Already got those things back. Also has Lightning Ball. Goes for the overhead right there. No reaction on MechWarrior, unfortunately. Big damage again. You know, a lot of damage in this game is pretty homogenized, but Susanoo doesn't actually follow those same rules once he's got stuff unlocked, right?
Mm-hmm.
Most characters be getting like 3.5k, right? Like Hakumen on regular confirms, just like the basic stuff. And then like a little. Oh,
that was so good! So Hakumen blows through projectiles with his sword, creates a black hole. That DP was a projectile, and the jump steed just exploded it and punished Adroth. That was so cool, but the empty jump throw beat the counter.
Gonna get burst back right now, but there's the overdrive. Great timing to make sure that it's not gonna happen, and this will surely kill.
Oh my god. MechWarrior did that so well, and that's just like that. I love that little check. It's like, Adroth was like, I got a DP, I'm fine. You're not gonna know to use your sword. Ah, crap.
Yeah, I mean, at that point, you're just going for a meaty, right? But unfortunately, it didn't fully work out as one unfortunate timing on the counter, not gonna make it happen. Looking to switch characters to Tager right here. Okay.
Interesting.
Yeah, you know, it's you're trading one slow character for another, which is I mean, okay, so look, Susan has one of the better round starts in the entire game. And so you're hard pressed to be able to get away from him being able to start offense with a character like Tager, unless maybe you sledge through it, I guess. But you know, there's a rock paper scissors on that.
Okay,
and,
3C.
Okay, well there's the RPS.
That's our round start coming here from MechWarrior, but you know, Tager can't run, can't really have any kind of momentum except for using special moves. So once he's put in a position like this, you can just kind of barrier, backdash, and pray, and Adroth does not care.
Damage on this one. Already has level 3 tackle. Yeah, level 3 tackle is going to increase combo ability so much, even on like the most basic of confirms, right?
Oh, punish the 2D.
And it has Sword of God and everything. Ends it with Sword of God on top of that. Is that 4k flat damage? Oh, 4.4. Okay.
4.4.
I was like, wow, that's like really rare to get like flat damage like enders.
I was talking about it, I think last time I commentated this. It's just funny that Susanoo just decided to borrow Michael's sword from Justice.
Oh man, and I'm so glad it doesn't work exactly like Michael's sword, because if it did, I would be very upset.
But it's just as scary.
As a Kai player, I'm not a big fan of Justice, as you might imagine.
A great overdrive going through the 6C again. You got to be super careful playing BlazBlue with these laggy moves. Oh, unlocked every special ability, but the wedge catapult comes out. Nice.
Yeah, that unlock might actually come back to be really, really difficult for MechWarrior to make anything happen. But, you know, knockdown right here up the 6Bs, Gadget Finger. Was, yeah, looking for anything right there. But the air catch off the 5C, you've got 100 meter, a Spark Bolt, and overdrive.
Reset.
Oh, tried for another reset.
Well, you know, it's fine.
Drive comes out. Anti-air Spark Bolt, but just on the other side, unfortunately. Okay.
That's my favorite. One of my favorite things of watching people play matches is like accidentally putting their button out into something and RCing like, please, no.
Yeah, if you RC a guard point, it actually you still cannot act, right? But the game does not take your meter. So at the very least, there's that. It's just you see the RC animation, but you still get blown up.
It's just like God. It's just like a slap in the stick of like, oh God dang it. Oh, beautiful IB into wedge catapult. That is really fun command grab. Big vacuum on it, and has some invuln, so it's tricky. It's tricky if your offense is kind of linear and you're not watching out for it.
Oh, goes for wedge catapult again. No punish there from Adroth though. And you gotta watch out for that meter and that spark bolt. Yeah, and that's exactly what Adroth did. Still magnetized, unfortunately. Oh, gonna be able to get the punish. Yep, that's a prime overdrive cancel spot.
Yeah, Taker's kind of full of those. There's so many buttons that you throw out. You're like, whoop, and try to backdash, but to spin dash. Level 2 spin dash even, so it's got the extra projectile part of it. Wait a minute. Okay. One big overdrive. Oh my god. You counter hit but gets punished, and that should be it with the astral finish.
First astral of the day.
It's just game 2, man. Abonic. We literally in our second match, and people already popping off with astrals.
Yeah, I mean, Adroth played that so well. I mean, like the second round on the second game seemed a little bit more difficult, of course. You know, MechWarrior really found the stride, but that unfortunate drop on trying to be able to catch the air counter hit from MechWarrior, I think ended up making or breaking the difference, basically.
Man, that character's so fun to watch. Just not fun to fight. It's like it's a spectator's like fun character, unless you don't like people swinging, I guess.
Oh, dude, like Susan is maybe the most common character, I want to say.
It's up there.
I could be wrong, but
hang on, everybody. Before we start this next one, I'm just gonna remake the lobby really quick, if you guys don't mind. Sorry, everybody. I just want to check the settings really fast on the setup. It should only take me a moment. Right. Sorry for the wait, everybody. We do have a match lined up next. It's going to be Daze versus DGF. In that last one, we just had a 2-0. That was from Adroth. Good job, AdrothJP, with the big 2-0. A big thank you to everybody that's been supporting tonight. We appreciate all of you guys. Yeah, y'all are all awesome, everybody. Don't forget to check out the match arena if y'all have just a second while I get the lobby remade for the players.
For sure. Yeah, definitely check out that match arena. We got multiple free codes. We got a lot of these super strong players that are going to be fighting through basically hell, as far as I'm concerned, with the way this bracket is stacked. So, you know, they deserve to get a little bit of something.
And there's the match arena, so just take a look real quick. 149 in the prize pool so far. Still about 66 codes left out of 100, so make sure you log in the match arena page. Hit the claim code button to add 25 cents to the pool. And a big thanks to Slack Nate with the big hundo to pop things off, and then Lex0001, $15, and then what's that? Mew with 15 as well. So all y'all who've contributed so far, much love as we're just getting things going and getting these players paid.
Yeah, I'm logging in right now. Very slowly, but it's happening.
Yep, sorry about that, everybody. I'm also getting everything set up. I just wanted to make sure, just because the stream said about how the spectate wasn't perfect, I just want to restart the client, just in case that helps it or whatever. If that doesn't do it, sorry, everybody. I'll just run what we got. The lobby will be back in just a moment. I'll paste it to you guys first. That way you guys can join in, and then I'll paste it to the players. That way they have what they need.
For sure.
Awesome. Thank you. Thank you. While you do that, I'm just getting my coupon code used up as well.
I'm just grabbing some of the sponsor quests as well, because there's more than just the coupon codes. You guys can hit the sponsor quests for other things. And some of them are just checking out links, like, and the others are subscribing to people that you should probably already be subscribed to anyway in regards to, you know, FGC, you know, and whatnot, you know, following and subscribing, etc. So, you know, it's all free money basically. I mean, you're just helping out, and some of them are charity donations, right? Like, so make sure you check that stuff out.
Yeah, I just love seeing like the contributor list like just like fire off so rapidly.
I like that it updates like, in real time. Legitimately, it's super nice.
No, MechWarrior's done such a good job updating like their site and just make it so streamlined, and you get so much stuff at a glance.
Cool. All right, so I made it. I sent you guys the invite. Sorry about the interruption. My bad, fellas. Jump on in there if you guys are able to. And thank you everybody in the meantime for $152 in the crowdfund is appreciated. Use up the codes and the goods if you can, everybody.
Jumping in right now.
Yeah, this is the kind of integration I love seeing. I love like seeing stuff like this where I can just easily join lobbies off of Discord. I can get into matches like that and things of that nature. It's just like all the quality of life stuff that you could ever need.
The community is the one that came up with the technique for that. They have this technique where you basically right-click your profile and then you right-click something there, and that gives you an easy lobby link. So they came up with that idea based on the way some others do it.
I forgot to set it to auto pass again. I forgot. There we go.
Yeah, I'm doing that right now.
I was like, wait a minute, something's not right here. I see the play button.
All right, we're good.
All right, sweet. So we're gonna have daze versus DGF, I believe, should be the next match. I see daze here. And I guess that's DJF, Boost Runner.
Yeah. So cool. daze is going to be playing Jin. DGF should be playing Terumi. It's right. DGF is a Snake Boy, so he could play Susan. But, you know, I'm expecting Terumi.
Cool. All right. This should be fun.
And then...
I'm sorry, yeah. I'll check what round this is from. I'll set up for you guys. My bad. Let me stop interrupting. Y'all do your thing. Sorry about that, fellas.
You're good, bro. Don't even worry about it.
Winner's round 2 is going to be that because what daze beat Noctis Onyx 2-1, which is honestly would have been was also another amazing match.
Yeah, that's the problem with a bracket like this, right? Is that it doesn't matter which which match it is, we're gonna miss something really good.
It's what it is. It's all good. But just knowing that was an excellent 2-1, you know, again, there's so many 2-1s in the first round. Again, just a testament to how competitive BBCF is. Then you have like Betadood just has like 2 DQs like back to back. Cause I guess like you see Betadood in the chat in the bracket. You're like, I'm good. No. I'm sure stuff came up, but it's funny.
Yeah. All right. So I mean, so this is gonna be one of the first times of seeing daze play in a bracket in BlazBlue CF in a long time. daze was known to basically be one of the best Jin players in North America, without question, right? And, you know, a lot of people have been hearing about daze through Strive at this point for the Giovanna. And, well, I mean, that's already speaking for itself at this point. So, I mean, if you can even imagine a modicum of that power, it's here as well.
It's just funny because it's like very different kind of character archetypes. So it's always nice to see someone able to change from like your more like traditional like DP fireball. I use that like loosely in quotation marks for like Jin, and then you have like Giovanna who's just all in.
Yeah, it is kind of a different setup for sure. I can agree with that.
I like that, yeah. And then Terumi is just this character's so goofy.
He's very different. I mean, that's just the best part about like BlazBlue, right? Is that like every character is unique in some way, shape, or form. That is legitimately the gimmick of the game. Is that every character has to be unique because of the drive system. So like, you look at Terumi and you're just like, it's another Snake Boy, and it's like, no, he plays completely different.
No, you see how menacing he is with that hood on?
Just edge boys.
You get even more edgy than like other characters, so that's just a testament to like how hard they went changing like a character that looks like another character so much.
Hey, so really quick, everybody, I just want to say thank you very much to Breeze for subscribing to the channel for 117 months. Thank you very much, Breeze, for the huge support. It's appreciated. Sorry, y'all.
Yo.
Literal
That's so
aeons
cool.
out here.
That's
Thank you so much.
many. I can't even count that many months. Oh my god. And no, I can't even count how many overheads that was. Because good luck blocking Gen 6A.
Yeah,
Rollback
no, I mean,
can't
Gen
help you.
6A it's technically on the semi-slower side of overheads in fighting games, but like it is just really hard to tell, honestly. But there it is, DGF finally blocking one right there, and oh, I like that. So daze actually ended up jumping out of that pressure string. So a lot of Terramia players will do a pressure string of like 2C or 2B into 6B, right? Which is a plus on block normal if you block it. So you're trying not to block that, right? And you're trying to exploit the gap of that button into 6B to be able to just get out. Oh, crouch confirm 2 off the overhead because it does force crouching on hit. You can't combo off it normally without the RC, but there it is. Overdrive, can you block in time?
No!
Yes! So there are 2 instances of overdrive canceling when a person bursts. There's if you do it early enough, you can block in time. You actually get an instant block every single time if you do it early enough. And the other instances that they bursted as you overdrive, so you actually get blown back. Most of the time, you're obviously hoping for to overdrive to lock them out before they burst. But if you can get it to be able to block it, that's nice.
It's not honestly super often. Most times I see it's overdrive, it gets knocked back. So it's just, again, you mentioned daze is a monster with this gen, and it's not skip to beat. The resets are still there, the confirms are still there. And even be able to hit that perfect time. Okay. And Nick, oh my god. You're like, oh, Terumi has so much bars because he will blow through that so fast. A lot of like EX moves and like mini supers. You'll see him blow through the bar. It's why he gets so much meter just like that.
Yeah, so he actually, his whole gimmick is that he makes, he builds more meter than other people, and on top of that, he can steal meter in certain situations, like when he's in overdrive, right? The other weird thing that no other character can do that he has is that when he hits you or makes you block a drive attack, you actually gain 0 meter when it happens. But this is gonna kill easy money, yeah, because this is the highest damage super in the game at 100 meter, so...
Yeah, just a little grinder heal, finish the job with 2 kick, got a little pause there. And that's why this character, it's like, that's why he builds so much bar. Because he unleashes heck like that. You saw when he had like 100 tension, went for like the EX in that corner there, got a big fatal counter. So daze just don't want to let 2 replay, because again, you see it's like, okay, he's already got 50% tension, what do I do? I get caught, oh my god.
Oh, that's going to be a good punish right here. Oh. Just went for the 2-2C punish. Okay. I guess it's only bigger if it's in the corner. Again, it's been a while since I've seen Terramia.
Okay, we're just getting some GameStop trades. Nothing too crazy here. Or regular trade, not quite GameStop yet.
Yeah, if it was GameStop, somebody would have clearly been the winner.
Yeah, not quite yet. Okay.
RC. Okay, backs off with the 2D. That is also plus right there, the 2D. He does have a lot of like really slow moves that end up like reset or pressure resetting into plus. So you kind of really have to pay attention when fighting Terramia. You can't allow him to just kind of take his turn back over and over, right? JC, there it is.
Oh man, I like that overdrive and just back out. See what the mix-up was. Avoiding any kind of pressure. Ooh, up back. Nice block on the DP. Patience from both players.
Air unblockable right there, and because of the overdrive, the C normal ended up freezing. 6C actually gets out, but yeah, that's the problem, is they're completely vulnerable during that time. You get the full conversion there from daze, and 1 apiece in rounds, but daze is already up 1.
That's been really fun. Again, it's just, you know, daze, great job of just checking, using those nice normals from Jin. Terramia's like, I need to get in, I need this bar. But it's like, not had a good job cracking him open until there. Full enough meter, get the RC, curb stomp a bit, extend it in the corner. And now we're just putting on some good pressure. Counter, oh, let's go. Don't miss that micro dash, I like it.
Yeah, unfortunately wasn't able to get the rest of it afterwards. There's the throw here from daze, gonna go for second gen. DP version? No, just goes for the knockdown on sec. Oh no. Okay, overdrive right through, just runs out. I like the decision, yeah. So now the drive normals get a lot larger in terms of hitbox, so you really have to worry about like approaching him. Negative warning though, which is very rare for Terramia, I feel like.
I think running out of the corner definitely, I think, made that trigger that. Oh, RC to get out.
Great
Good,
awareness,
great,
yeah.
great. So smart. Because that was definitely going to be punishable. So DGF ready and waiting. Small life lead, but can't get tagged here. With how much meter Daze has, it's going to be super spooky. There's the Ice Car RC. Jin Kisaragi staple.
Burst is available. Probably going to get used on overdrive. Oh, there's the tech immediately on the throw. It's so scary. You have to find the best time to be able to use the resource. JD comes in, got the counter hit, but it's not a lot of hit stun. There's the 3C on landing. Was not ready to block it in time, and Daze advances.
I like those kind of options. I like when the player like is just aware. Okay, you're in the air. I see you barriering, so you're ready to air block whatever. So what if I went low? What if you landed into a low attack and let's see what happens? As you think I'm going to anti-air you and just like that, the next step, just like that. I like the little decisions like that, and it works out so good. And man, Daze is just a really good player in fighting games. This is why they are qualified for Arklancer for Strive. They are a monster.
It is true. Daze has been putting in work for a long time in terms of like actually studying and like you could see it there. We talked a little bit about it during like the guard strings versus Terami specifically, right? Daze was able to jump out of like 2C into 6B because you don't want to deal with the press frames, right? Daze pretty much rarely ever was in range of 2D from Terami either, which is the snake that comes up from the ground and pulls you in. So it's like it was just the knowledge that you get from like sitting there and studying basically. But next match, moving on. The hits never stop. We got Arklancer, we got Doc.
And Daze winning is going to go up against Grover to make top 16. So that's your reward for beating DGF is you got to fight Grover. The return of Sesame Street. Oh god.
Yeah, we got to get through Arklancer and Doc first. So Arklancer, one of the resident Moo mains. Now, this is a character that I will fight for to the ends of the earth and talking about how I think this character is ridiculous, right? Like this character is absolutely insane. But I'll let that speak for itself whenever it comes up. Doc, on the other hand, playing Noel. This is not a popular character these days because I'm gonna be real with you. Noel got dumpstered, right? She got dumpstered.
Shout out to her former self. I mean, it's a character that most BlazBlue players competitively are like, I hate you. I'm glad. Just don't want to deal with it. Oh, there's a burst. Not quite a hero burst. Definitely
I think that's a hero burst for sure.
Trying to turn something around, but I mean,
wants to be the hero of this story, but you might not be the protagonist. Dropping the combo though. Yeah, I like that. Arklancer recognizing. Oh, staying in the air. That should punish. Can't get any full conversion off it, unfortunately. But setting up the Steins. And this is going to be very important, being able to keep Noel out. Now, those drives do have invincibility, but smart awareness to run up and try to catch the barrel loaded, or not barrel loaded, excuse me, the gunshot from Noel. That's going to kill if you don't burst.
Okay, now we got two heroes on the stage. We want to see who's going to be the protagonist of this match, which is a little rough. Because, again, you're like, okay, they're zoning. Arklancer's just going to play full screen. Arklancer's...
Yeah, she has one of the faster dashes in the entire game on top of setting up Steins, right? So she can go from like zoning to offense at a moment's notice, and you just kind of have to respect it if you do not count how long it is until the Steins fire, right? Because they work on a set timer, and so you really have to deal with that. Once you've learned like the Stein timer, obviously it gets a little bit easier, but it only gets a little bit easier.
Yeah, you gotta just practice, play a little couple shmups, get your shooting game dodging down, or else you're gonna be in a world of hurt like Doc is right now. RC, cashing big damage. Now you can have a burst available because they used it so late in that first round. Ooh.
Finish it off right there, and yeah.
Clean.
That Stein actually ended up making that happen for Arklancer. So Arklancer actually did the command laser, which when you do the command laser as Moo, what happens is the lasers come out even when she gets hit. And so, like, normally the lasers do not, but if you do the command laser, they do. So, I mean, Doc was already in the middle of, like, a full combo, like, halfway through it, and the laser finally showed up and hit Noel out of the drives. And then it just gave Arklancer, like, another, 6 seconds to work with, basically.
Yeah. I mean, it's like a struggle. You have a character like Noel, it's like nickels and dimes, little bitty things here and there, and, like, as soon as there's space in between you and the other characters, it's like, oh, gosh. The amount of like chasing you have to do as Noel is just so much crap to run into. But still getting it early, like just like the first game. getting some early hits, avoids the DP from Arklancer. So gonna cash out some, you know, a solid damage that you get in a DP punish. Has a little bit of bar, but gonna save it for maybe the last hit.
Yeah, I really like
There
using
you go.
4D on Moo's Wake Up because I believe it actually covers several options at once, not just the Dragon Punch there. So like because of the invincibility from Noel, so like she might invul through the dash that a lot of Moo players like to use as a that move right there that a lot of Moo players like to use as a reversal. It's not true reversal, but it definitely catches you off guard if you're looking for something else for sure.
Yeah, sometimes you just gotta do a flip. And then Arklancer, never gonna be dropping any confirms. They let the roll out though, but Doc gets put back in this really bad situation in the corner. Run out
For a perfect.
charging it up. Yeah, there we go. Okay,
Yeah.
Arklancer enter back, and I think BlazBlue is always just one of those really high momentum kind of games because of how characters get access to either more tools, how they set things up, or just how strong they are like at a full screen distance. So it's just like if you let Moo get a first hit, get anything with like the Steins, I can call them little bits, something they start putting, even they're on block. See, even as Doc was getting a hit under pressure, the Stein still shoots, and that's just a natural combo breaker.
Yeah, that command laser is so good for that. But Overdrive, I like the idea, and you're gonna get a lot more momentum here, and you could very well get your active flow back a lot sooner now. And there it is. There's the active flow, which means you're gonna be doing a lot more damage. And you're gonna get that burst back a lot quicker. You may even be able to get it back before Arklancer can kill.
Yeah, we'll see. Like maybe see like an overdrive is necessary.
Purple throw, there's the tech.
So only one person has to do push-ups, and that's Chickzama. So hope they have. I gotta double check with them to see that they follow through on that. But Doc, not trying to do any push-ups today. Nice shot into RC.
Got the backdash.
Hey, that's so smart. Because it's a situation where like you might expect a DP, but like Red, like okay, if you are Doc, you're like, well, I already baited their DP once. So they're probably going to go for the Murakumo backdash. There's the characters like Moo, Lambda, Nu. Their backdashes are amazing. But what if you had a shotgun? What if you had a big gun that you could just shoot them?
What if you had something with a lot of active frames? Well, or at least is very delayed, right? And the shotgun is very delayed, rather than having a bunch of active frames, I think. But you know, it could be one or the other. Could be both. Ooh, I like the change up right there. Try to fake out the overheads. Gonna get the command lasers. Oh, but there's the real overhead this time. That's the interesting part about Moo's overhead is it's a two-parter, right? The first hit is not the overhead, the second is. But like you can actually cancel the first part.
Oh my god, the spooky corner. And with the hard part is like the Steins are blocking what you're doing. There's some like, sneaky stuff behind it. It's like, come on, don't hide the characters behind things in the foreground. And Noel is the same color as him too. You're not gonna, no. Arklancer with the clean round one here, trying to seal the deal, make that top 16.
I mean,
there's
that very similar colors actually. So
yeah.
Try to use that invincibility to be able to get through. Blocks the cross up this time, but not the low. Possibly trying to up back. Honestly, I would not be surprised. Oh, and again, right there. Yeah, was crouching and then got opened up low, so that had to have been like a super jump. It's the only thing I can think of.
Like
big hit stun on that.
Yeah, the reward for getting a burst and staying alive is just having to try to chase his character down. Moo gets a hit off the RC. We got the Steins all there, getting a quick gunshot and a jump in.
Command laser? Yep.
But that's not the problem. Yeah, there's the combo breaker. It's like Doc, good awareness on it, but it just sucks. You lost that momentum. And back to chasing after Moo.
And hit in the air, so it's a full combo. Yeah, it's a lot easier to combo off that if that hits in the air too. So Arklancer are going to be moving on right there, 2-1. Definitely got a lot closer up until that last game, and then that last game, it felt like Arklancer was in complete control. Once Arklancer got the burst, it felt like Doc had no defensive capabilities, right? Because like, so the funny thing about Noel is she does have a quote-unquote reversal, but it actually loses to lows. So you get really scared to try and use it, which is her 4D, right? So you get really scared to try and use it, and then, you know, it's... If you get counter hit on like a low, like a 3C or something that's like a really strong starter for your opponent, you just get really scared.
Exactly, and it's like not like Doc is playing too scared. It's just, again, it's this weird game of just like the back and forth of how fast a character like Mu is, and like you mentioned, just like knowing when do they go in, when do they go away, and then just having that life lead, just having the chase, and that's the struggle of having a character like decent like run speed, but like no range on anything. So you're just hoping, praying that you can maybe like sneak something through. But you know, fun either way. And it's been a great tournament so far. So everyone who's enjoying watching, please, thank you all for joining us today for the BlazBlue Central Fiction here for an NLBC. Spooky brought myself and Abonic Plague to hold it down a little bit, but Spooky's chilling and hopefully enjoying the matches. You good back there, Spooky?
Yeah, everything's great. I'm having a good time, everybody. So thanks for the support. I appreciate y'all chilling. And as always, if you love what you see, subscribe to the channel or support the crowdfund. Either way, you'll be helping out the players tonight and giving them more incentive to show you their best gameplay, especially during the top 8. Thanks, everybody. Appreciate y'all.
All right, so going into it, we got Euchre and Ryukasim. So I am not at all surprised that Ryukasim has opted for Tao rather than Hakumen in this matchup. It only makes sense, right? Because like Hakumen, he has a couple of things that he could do versus Chains, but why do that when you could just straight up have the same level of movement in Taokaka, right? Like,
yeah.
Why think twice as hard?
This is a run back from a tournament, the 11th, last weekend. The Snake Pit that was hosted by Chickzama, that Ryukasim did beat Euchre, so we're going to see another match between the two. And let's see if Euchre's got anything more in the, ready for fighting this matchup.
I think this is actually also a run back from prior to Rollback, if I'm thinking about it correctly, but it's been a really long time. Already with the catch and the counter hit right there, trying to catch the roll, but opts for back roll, which does have more invincibility than forward.
This is just... I like watching this character so much because Taokaka is just like, it matches Hazama in the mobility, except it's not limited to a resource like the chains. Oh my god.
Sorry, that 5A. That 5A.
Hazama players are gonna always, they'll give you #1 advice. It's like, what can I do here? Press 5A.
I didn't mean to interrupt, but that blew my mind. I love the use of the drive that jumps to the other wall. I can't remember the input off the... Yeah, I haven't played Taokaka since CS, which was like 4 games ago, so...
I mean, yeah, this is a character that you saw like kind of a lot back then with like...
Oh, yeah.
The taunt loops, the amount of damage, and that was always one thing I think they just... The biggest thing that they toned down on her is the damage. The output's not great. The pressure can be good. Like, corner carry's great. It just doesn't really do a lot.
Knockdown right here.
Nice.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Euchre is somebody who will kind of just do it, right? So like, meaty pressure is quite strong to be able to try and catch him from doing something.
Okay, walking. Euchre getting the charge into it, and then just 5-being into the wake up super. Ryukasim happy to disrespect, and oh my gosh, did not barrier the 6A.
And there it is, catching on it. So Ryukasim is going to take that round right now. 1 apiece in rounds.
Like, you can't blink. This is literally like there's a Dragon Ball Fighter match. Oh my god. Great, just air dash throw. It's so cute. Okay. Because it had a walkling, was able to like dash backwards towards Euchre.
Yeah, she can air dash multiple times, so that's the really nice part about the mix-up, or at least setting up like a frame trap or excuse me, a safe jump.
Euchre getting some nice hits. The back roll happens though, so nice to have Taokaka in the corner, but Euchre just can't get a significant hit yet.
Yeah, I mean that counter hit was probably the chance right there, but I guess was not ready for it. Was maybe expecting a block to go for full block string.
Good rollout.
Yeah, okay. Chain to help as well. Jump B, and yeah, you're right. Just there's no significant hit here, and this is what both characters like excel at doing, right? Is like making it so it's impossible to get like a really good hit and full combo. And this is one of the few times that Hazama is getting to know what that's like on the other end.
Oh, what a reaction! Instead of trying to swing, went for a jump and just caught the overhead with the overdrive. Taokaka basically having a clone. Used to be a super, now it's just the OD.
Just a bit too high to be able to get 2C right there. Got the counter hit chain on this one. Still not going to be able to... Overhead block. And there's the... Oh, nice Kara cancel to be able to block the super in time. But there, the counter assault was too far away. Ryukasim capitalizing.
Oh, that's... Counter assaults it's such a huge. It's such a good tool, but you just saw how much lag, how much recovery it had on there. Because as far away as Taokaka was, and how delayed the drive was in the air, the dive, it was just like Hazama was still just like pulling his knee back slowly. Oops.
Oh, was that me? No, it was not me. It was everybody.
No, it was everybody.
Oh, Euchre's connection.
Okay, Euchre
because Euchre's not in the lobby.
Yeah.
Nope, no big deal. Okay, so since Euchre got disconnected, but the match didn't start or anything, so that's fine. We'll see what's up, and we'll just give them a second to reconnect, I guess. They might have crashed or something like that. Nothing.
Yeah,
it is still 1-0 for Ryuga since the first match just ended, of course.
It definitely happens.
It's good. It gives me time to just blink a little bit, reset my eyes, because like I get so focused on Taokaka because she is just zipping everywhere. So it's like I'm just paying attention to like where is she landing next. It's because she just has the case of the zoomies. If you're a pet owner, you know. He's just like 2 a.m. just running around the house the entire night, running in circles, stopping by the door, looking at you, and then just going back to it. That's the energy this character has at all times.
Perfect. It looks like they're back right on time. Let's do it, everybody. So we're gonna go right back into game number 2, Ryuga versus Euchre. Enjoy, everybody.
Yeah. Glad it wasn't anything major. You know, it's probably just a game crash or whatever.
It happens. It happens. Easy enough to get back in these lobbies, easy enough to move on through, and just man.
I mean, if you've already got the link, you just jump back in. So. Yep.
It's quick and easy. Doesn't take any time to log into the servers. Doesn't take any time to the game to load up or get through like the start screen. So you're just ready to go almost immediately.
So
we need more of that.
Yeah, we definitely need more of that. But yeah, so like coming into this, I feel like Euchre probably already knows like that he has got to find a way to stop the talon move in its tracks, which is not really like the skill set that Hazama is normally supposed to be bringing to the table. Normally Hazama is supposed to be the one doing what Tao is doing, right? But like because you're not getting like 100% clean hits to being able to convert fully, you've got to figure out like what to make out of that, right? And now you're already out of chains at round start, so like Tao can kind of do anything. You wait it out, you get your chains back out of chains. Goes for 2D. I feel like that might have been an accident, but delayed air dash, the aksys special.
It's fine. You got situations. You got that burst. Put your opponent back in the corner. Force the burst out from the grab. Ryuga always after the burst, go for an item throw, hoping for maybe a bowling ball or something else. But Euchre back in there. This is an overwhelming offense. Don't let this cat out of the cage.
Fortunately did this time, but get out of the cage themselves. Oh, the overhead actually, or excuse me, not the overhead, the faux flash kick.
But I like that you see that from Ryuga. We'll go for these resets after it with a drive, try to catch you, maybe just down backing afterwards. Super, okay. Slice and dice, get some hits, finish the job, you're on the board.
Yeah, at that point, you're just like, okay, I just need to do pretty much anything that's real easy, being able to finish it off on this one. Oh, 6A, yeah, the 6A is such a strong A-tier for this character, and it always has been, even like post and pre-nerf, right? Like, it's always just been good.
Yeah, and Ryuga being able to catch off of it every time. Oh, there's a counter hit with the chain, but again, nothing significant, unfortunately. At least Yuki gets out of the corner, has that mobility, catches the anti-air. Should get a full conversion here.
And fully ready to get the 6E conversion, not just like any basic confirm, like had the exact thing required. And yeah, that was going to kill most likely. Nice Mizuchi on reaction to the item toss. That had been happening so often. Ryuga had going for item toss after, I think, every burst, actually.
Literally every burst. Like I mentioned earlier, you see a burst, Ryuga is just throwing apple cores and whatever else. So I'm glad Euchre just said, enough. I have a full screen super where you're standing. I'm gonna put the puddle under you and just, oh my goodness. It's just, that's, you know, like, oops. If you are Ryuga, you're like, yeah, my bad. Gotta respect it. Gotta respect these characters' full screen super tools.
Yeah, well, I mean, Ryuga is had to have probably been very comfortable doing it over and over again, considering the fact that like you just get it, right? Like if your opponents are not doing anything to stop you, why not just continuously do it over and over again?
Ooh, we see the character switch. So Ryuga, one of the rare few super adept at 2 characters having at tournament level. So Hakumen is what they played originally. Recently, Taokaka is still more of a newer character for them, but the Hakumen. What they offers to the matchup is interesting because like Hazama's chains will get canceled out by the sword. So you could do like jump 2C, you could do jump C. Any chain will just get immediately turned into a black hole, like so. That's good. Yeah. That's a big part of the match.
Yeah, I don't actually think Tao is a newer character for Ryukusim because I do remember Tao being played like way before Rollback came out. But...
I'd say that compared to the Hakumen at least.
That's fair. I do not know Ryukusim's life story, so I guess I can't say for sure.
Well, we should find out after this. All right, we're gonna sit down and we're gonna have him write his book.
Ryukusim can't get a knockdown here because it had no Magatama left, which is the meter.
With the life lead, you probably doesn't matter too much. You're in a position like you gets a grab, okay? At least gets some momentum.
Yeah, well, the hard part about this matchup in particular, even with the life lead, is that you have a lot of difficulties catching Hazama as Hakumen, right? Like J2A, that little like sword stop sign right there, is amazing versus chains. But that doesn't mean Hazama has to do the chain, right? Until you try to move forward.
Yeah.
You just stay here, and then
this is something good for Hakumen. If you're gonna play full screen, you just sit there, build up the meter, just passively goes up, and just swack. Beautiful hit. Nice
job right there from Ryukusim. Just built as much Magatama as possible. Currently on set point. Oh, J2C counter hit. Full conversion.
Overdrive.
Yeah, he's the
nice change. Get out. Put the punish.
But that is punishable. Yep. Just try to go for the air reset. Ryukusim has gone for that air reset multiple times at this point, and it just unfortunately has yet to work out. The life lead is in the favor of Euchre, so I don't know how long you can sit there even if you're getting Magatama. It can be kind of scary.
You gotta be careful. Ooh. But these means like the next hit like this is gonna be so much value. So the payoff, the knockdown, the throw, good tech, Euchre ready. Into a 2C as well. Alright.
The range, just because J2A was out, 2C actually ended up connecting that far away. The B-chain got the counter hit on this one. That's full landing conversion. This could very well be death as long as... Yeah, Euchre was even primed and ready to RC just in case that the last dive kick there didn't kill.
Again, always important. Mind your resources. Nice. Euchre just using the ability from Hazama to get control of the match early on. Oh, but the big jump in! Oh, this is gonna catch, especially on a crouching hit. 3K and all this room to breathe. Oof.
Yeah, and you could tell Euchre was trying to anti-air there because it was a crouching hit. It was probably going for 2C. And yeah, I mean, now Ryukusim just controls the pace, right? Like you were talking about it earlier. Magatama's building, so any hit could possibly lead to a ton of damage.
Too high up to get anything significant there. Gets the crossover. There's the 6B. Nice block on the low. Gotta watch out though. Oh, and there's the jump just beating the chain. Oh gosh.
Yeah, I wanted to anti-air with the chain, but you can't do it if he has the sword out. And there it is, J2A. There's the throw tech. That's very lucky, but yeah.
Oh, what should be it?
Baki, this should finish off. No, the burst came out. There's still a burst available for Ryukusim. Nice air throw. Hold on.
Big scoops. Oh no, the drop.
Oh, no.
That's so scary.
Another one.
Force the burst out. How many drops can you have?
And
we have an Astral here.
Barrel bull. Yeah, one hit could just be a full confirm.
Can they do it off of this?
Come on, Euchre! Why?
Oh no! Wanted the purple grab and said, "I can't finish you here. I'm gonna see if I can't get one more scoop." Wanted 2 scoops, but sorry, this Baskin Robbins is closed.
Oh my gosh. Such an unfortunate decision right there from Euchre at the end. Like, I understand, yes, it would not have killed the final combo, but like, sometimes you just got to take your knockdown and then try to make it happen from there, right? Like, there's so many characters in this game that like are like a yes or a no on trying to purple throw in the air, because if they throw tech, they have a better button than you do. On throw tech, right? Hakumen has JC, Jin has JC, Izayoi having the saber special. Like, there's just some characters that it's like, I don't know if you should go for this.
It was frame 1 after the tech. Frame 1, like hold the French fry. Just, oh my gosh. as far away as you are after attack, if I had to list the ways I could consider that match ending, that was not even on like top 10. But you know, that was fun. Excellent, excellent.
Euchre and I have had a conversation in a hotel room at a BlazBlue major one time about how about certain decisions that he makes in mid-match and how he should really rethink them. And so that's the only reason I'm digging into him right now. But the other thing that I really want to dig into is the Matcherino right here, because we still got free codes going, still got sponsorship quests, still got things that you guys can do to donate.
At 165, you know, thank you all so far for putting us up just like so. Our top donators, Slack Nate, and another 100. Oh my goodness,
crazy! Thank you so much.
Jesus.
That was Veroni Lone Wolf, I believe is the tag. Let's triple check on that. Thank you, Veroni. It's greatly appreciated. Veroni Lone Wolf in the chat gave a big $100 to support the players tonight. We're going straight to the next match. Everybody enjoyed, everyone. Now it's Nano up against Maigo coming up. Enjoy.
All right.
Okay, well, I mean, we had been talking about how every match is a doozy. It's just never going to stop.
Maigo got second place at the Snake Pit last weekend. So they're coming off a really good run last tournament. But Nano, you know, you were talking about them before. They are one of the finest of, like, I think the West Coast, right?
Yes. Yeah,
and
California.
They've been off for a little bit, but, you know, rollback brings everybody back. You've seen all the homies coming through, and Nano's it is. I always like lament, and it makes people happy when they think of like NA, BBCF, and like there's not too many Izanamis. I'm saying like Zombie and like Nano are the two that come to mind. And like Nano's like, all right, let me fix this. Let me bring Izanami back to the conversation.
Yeah, well, so here's the thing: is Nano was somebody who just constantly played online tournaments, regardless of how hard this character was and before the rollback, right? So this is kind of like a return to form for Nano. On the other side, we already talked about Maigo, right? Like, second at the Snake Pit very recently, and on the Rachel is always a good choice, right? Rachel's actually one of the characters that, you know, funny enough, does very well versus Izanami due to her movement. Okay, just try to get some of that gauge back. Oh, Nano made a mistake. Okay, well, that mistake might not come back to haunt because they did get in at the very end of it. Yeah. So like ribcage, it drains your barrier, and eventually you go into danger state, and so you can no longer air block. And you also take 15% more damage on every attack. Every single attack in the combo does 15% more damage. Right. So it's like a really scary decision to go for that.
Oh, counter hit. We talked a lot about Izanami, but Rachel has just been one of my favorite characters in BlazBlue to watch all the time. This character's got so much utility, from full screen, crazy rush down. George, you got an electric frog, bats. It's all this fun tool set. She could run away, rush down. It's just, everything looks so good. So it's just one of them
from Nano here, though. The guard break with the pits up, so yeah, that has to be barrier blocked, otherwise you're gonna have to just deal with that. And now you have the knockdown right now. Ribcage could come up. No, yeah, it actually ended up dropping the fireball, but yeah, maybe the best anti-air in the entire game right there, so you have to be very worried about approaching her from the air. Super. I don't know if that's... Yeah, I was gonna say, I don't think that's gonna do it.
There's a jump, putting out the cows, all the Remoyas coming through.
Oh, and there it is, the slide. Yeah, the slide does actually persist as a hitbox, even if it hits something else. So it does go through George and then hit the opponent, right? A lot of Rachel players are usually ready to like that the hitbox will go away for something after touching George, but that's not the case for the slide.
Kind of good, you know.
Yeah, I mean, that's
kind of good character.
I hear she's the best character in the game.
I heard she got some really good tools. Like I said, Rachel's no slouch. Rachel with exceptional corner pressure. Again, the mobility is, you know, incredible, using the wind, the slip heed, the drive to just move super far, super fast. But all Izanami needs is one hit like this to start the party, and now you're just in the corner. Ribcage becomes active, and I just gotta kind of hold that.
Yeah, and I'm willing to bet that was an attempt at trying to, goes for the command grab. Yeah, steal some of that barrier. Oh, and again?
Give me, I want more.
You don't even need the barrier.
I want more. She doesn't matter that she doesn't need it. It's just she doesn't want Maigo to have it.
That's the crazy part about her command grab is it gets her resources back. It's like, wait, did she really need this?
Okay, Tempest Dahlia, get a bunch of the wind gauge back, kick the frog, not having any George around here, and nice conversion off the RC, force the burst up from Maigo.
Yeah, really wants to be able to take this round back, and okay, off this throw, that is very much possible. If Maigo was a little closer to the corner, that actually is one of the highest damaging throw conversion characters in the game. But unfortunately not actually near the corner. The ribcage comes out, so you know what that means. We're flying away.
Oh, gets a hit, but not quite enough. Barrier into overhead. Just a little flight mode. Tapping and Nano. I like that. Using all resources, saying I'll use one hit. Any toe tap on match point.
At this point now, it's just trying to catch Nano before Nano catches you, right? Because like, oh, throw bait city right there.
We don't need a shimmy. We just float right above you ominously.
And then here's another float. Goes to the ribcage. I think that might have been an attempted command throw, I want to say, instead. But I could be wrong. And yeah, there's the bit. So slide is not going to end up being... It's not only not punishable right there, but it's also you're going to get punished for trying to punish it.
More pressure.
Oh, there's the catch here, though.
We haven't seen the 2 seed. It's always nice to actually get a check there, Maigo. Tempest Dahlia again needs more wind gauge to at least start playing the game. Has some stuff out, but it's so, again, Izanami so hard to catch. Both players just switching places almost immediately.
Big drop, though, unfortunately for Maigo. Used the last of the Sylphie to just, unfortunately, not get the full conversion that they were looking for. The air-to-air right there from Nano. The burst comes out. Okay, well, there's 100 meter from Nano, so any hit is a full conversion. But nice, the throw right there on the 2C.
Reversal grab is huge. We got meter, too. We'll get to set up with George. More pressure. Got the bat available. Forces the counter assault. Tempest Dahlia comes through. He's going to add some pressure. Gets a hit. Jump C does it. Oh, my goodness.
Okay. The drops are starting to give me a heart attack.
It's okay. You know... If I was a character like Rachel, I'm okay with that kind of stuff because Jump C is just amazing for those situations. If a person techs in the air, you just give them the umbrella. There's so much hit stun on that, it's kind of crazy.
Oh,
nice, good anti-air.
Yeah, that anti-air also has guard point on it too, so it's really, really nice on certain jump-ins as well, especially versus like parts like Izanami. Ooh, yeah, she crouched under the J, rare footage. It's supposed to be an instant overhead, but if your character is Izanami.
Okay, Maigo with a small life lead. Tempest Dahlia again, so we get some damage and get a lot of the wind gauge back.
Yeah, I mean, you want that Sylphie gauge, but like you get the damage too on top of it. Yeah, we'll take that for sure. Knockdown here, doesn't offer ribcage. Tries to go for the throw though.
Got the hit again. That flight mode so strong. In the corner you go. There's a burst from Maigo. Okay, uses it immediately right there. Ribcage is on. Just flying away. This is good. If you're Rachel, you just hover as long as you want.
Yeah, the whole idea is to get rid of that barrier gauge because if they go into ribcage, you don't want to have to deal with it, right? Because she is completely strike invulnerable.
Punish!
Oh, so I see what happened. Nano actually got a missed input due to the fact that Maigo crossed up by flying around. So ended up getting the big fireball, which not only has a lot of startup, but a lot of recovery.
Yeah, I just saw like Izanami just chilling there like, no, you're just stuck there watching. There is no like RC cancel on whiff. You just have to watch. You can't even watch your character looking the other way. It's like, just want to yell behind you, Izanami. Oh no, she has her headphones on.
She has her AirPods in. Well, game number 3 here is to get into top 16 right now. Overdrive cancel right here wants to make sure that going to be able to get a good knockdown and good damage. And this is also going to put Nano closer to that active float, right?
Okay.
Through cage, you got to block every which way.
First can't even save you back in there, and more just pressure with the bits. Catch here. Wait a minute. It's a conversion because of the slip heat into the almost corner cross up full conversion. Oh god, fatal counter.
No full conversion though. That's great for Maigo. At the very least, can get out.
Right. Goodbye, Romola. See you next time.
Empress Romola here for the cameo appearance. Cross trigger combo tries to get the full corner carry.
Okay. Good to conversion. Just gonna need one more hit to take the round. Nice block on the low into RC. Overhead comes out though. Gets the catch, and now Nano match point. This again, great pressure. You're worried about the float overheads, but then you gotta remember she just got a regular overhead as well.
Well, it's funny. Nano actually faked a first overhead before that one with the RC and tried to go low, but Maigo was clearly privy as they blocked the low afterwards. But the second one, not ready for it, unfortunately.
It's getting hits. Earlier, tried to chase the backdash. Nano didn't, let it happen for free. Oh, get the shimmy!
Yeah,
under 5.
We talk about how great the backdash is on Murakumo characters, but on Izanami in particular, she also has incredible movement forward or back, just like walking, right?
Yeah.
Or quote-unquote walking. She obviously floats, but that's gonna actually snipe out the slide and gonna put the pressure here on Nano. Maigo, no, never mind, the big drop.
Well, it's so scary going for the jump 2C like that, but managed to not get punished. Has a little bit of stuff set up. Counter hit has a chance with the full conversion. May force the burst out from Nano, who may want to try to save the round. Oh, it's a big hit.
Oh yeah, I like the block right there.
Oh my god.
There it is. Barrel Lotus.
Ooh.
Here it is. Final round, final game here. Try to figure out who's getting in the top 16.
Okay, first hit for Nano, but runs right past the jump 2C. They're both kind of scrambling here to no one's benefit.
There's a lot of pressure going on. I was wondering if guard bonus was maybe going to show up.
You can only block this character for so long. There's the ribcage. There's no burst available. There's the overhead into the conversion here. This is great for Nano. It's got a lot of barrier. Got another ribcage available.
Oh, I was going to say, you got those? That is not an easy combo right there. It's like float, jump H, or float 5H, 5H, like float 5H. Like it's like a lot of inputs all at once.
Thanks, rollback. Nice conversion though. Again, the jump C conversions, Maigo's been really consistent on hitting those. Catches again, the full one, didn't have much wind gauge. Jumps out, there's a George available. George is gone. Jump C, oh my god.
Oh, ran out of soul feed, so couldn't convert. Oh my goodness, is now gonna have to weather the storm of blocking right now. Got one soul feed meter just back, just then, but there it is, the ribcage into Dispel. Goes straight into Super. If this doesn't kill, the RC should. Yeah, and it was ready to do it anyway. Nano gonna make it happen at the end of it. This is the best wind pose in the game.
There, just avert your eyes. It's a little bright. Not safe for those of us with huge monitors who are standing like less than 2 feet away.
That's me.
Oh my goodness. And that's like the hard part too, because like if you are Maigo in that situation and there's ribcage up, you can't even Tempest Dahlia. You can't even throw all the stuff from off screen because Izanami's just gonna be like, cool, jump up at you, armor through, and get a hit, and it's just like losing with 100% tension is always never a good feeling. But
yeah, you can Tempest Dahlia to get rid of the barrier gauge, so ribcage goes away. But the problem was also the positioning on top of that, right? Because like, so you do it, and then Izanami was already directly under you. So even if she had to lose her barrier gauge at all, she would have been able to like, do something afterwards on the way down. And then so you're just worried in that situation.
You're just like,
but I think in that particular situation, regardless, was that Nano, or not Nano, excuse me, Rachel was already no, it was Nano. Nano was already under the Tempest Dahlia range.
No, but I could be wrong. It was like chasing down, so it was always like right under Rachel, knowing that please try to go for this. With how close I am and with ribcage on, it's gonna be it's spooky. So good for Maigo for not biting, but at the same time, it's just like You have a character that's so good at running away, but the character's so good at chasing you.
So I have a list for you guys of the top 16 matches. That's right. So we have Monarch versus Chickzama. We have Ryuka Sim versus Arklancer, Betadood versus Daze, which is coming on the stream momentarily, and also BananaKen versus Nano. Those are the ones that are scheduled.
I'm gonna lose it. These are such good pairings, especially this one we're about to watch. So Betadood versus Daze. This is protagonist matchup right here. This is Jin versus Ragna.
Ragna in real life playing his character in the tournament. Betadood hasn't played in like too many online events, but always considered one of the top like 3 North American BlazBlue players. Like
he has
just ridiculous.
Hasn't he hit every NLBC so far? I guess there's only been a couple, but
There was just the one NLBC, but like the other events too. Like I know that some folks like hit a tournament. I know Bum like did a couple tournaments. I know that.
Oh, I think it was maybe one of those.
I know Betadood couldn't enter all of them. He had had to miss it because of what happens, but they're treat to watch because like it's like, oh, it's Ragna. Everyone knows how to fight Ragna. He's the main character. He's in every BlazBlue game. He's so straightforward. It does not matter.
You think you know how to fight Ragna.
You don't know how to fight Betadood. That's the thing.
Yeah. And then just the other matchups that are going to be coming up after this are also going to be super, super good. So I can't wait for that. But yeah, this is something I have seen at Frosty's almost every year. This matchup in particular. But interestingly enough, neither daze nor Betadood were at Frosty's this year. So, you know, we might not actually, we didn't actually get to see it this time, but this will have to be our replacement.
I just looking at that bracket is actually kind of ridiculous. Even like the lower side for top 16 with like Sadelic versus Jibka, Euchre versus Ray, and then like Adroth and Orange waiting for their matches. So it's just this is, you know, major level top 16 here for like a North American BlazBlue Central Picture tournament. It's just that crazy. I know last month was just as crazy. I know like we're missing Uncle Barlow, unfortunate, couldn't make it in time for this month's tournament. But like outside of them and maybe like a couple other people, man, just like everyone who's anybody is in this bracket.
Here we are, coming into it. First match of top 16. Now, winner of this does go straight to top 8. So, gonna be ready for that. And of course, they pick the Jin versus Ragna theme because I would be disappointed if they did not.
I mean, you know how it is with especially with Ragna players. It's like they either go with they either go with what's thematic or they will go with you know, boss Ragna theme.
Black Onslaught.
They love it. They absolutely love it.
Alright, so you're going to see a lot of 2As in pressure strings from both of the players because 2A is the only way either of them are going to open the other up. These characters do not have crazy mix-up potential, right? Like, not at a starting like range, right? Like, when you start to get into like roaming cancels and whatnot, rapid cancels, then you actually do get some crazy mix-ups, but still.
Damn, this just takes you back. Okay, first overhead, the first we see of Gauntlet Hades gets blocked. Reset into 6A, immediate burst from Betadood. So daze making really good callouts here. Good defense as well. Big lead. Oh yeah, hit into that 3C, into the overdrive to finish the job. Oh baby.
The EA just to finish it off, get the extra damage, and that was a beautiful reaction on the overdrive cancel from 3C. You know, daze posted it earlier, and I'll just say it, like, you know, if God don't got me, Jin 3C got me.
Well, Betadood is getting something going here, but daze again just stellar defense, picking like the perfect times to challenge, to get these hits in. Get out of the corner, put the snowflake out, and now you're just gonna chill. Pun intended.
Nice pun. Oh, no ants here right here. I'm very surprised. You know, actually, that's actually I want to say the second time that there hasn't been an attempt like a Fubuki or maybe a 2C, right?
Yeah. We'll see what comes of it later on. It's just, again, good data for Betadood. Oh,
there's
no.
the RC, yeah. Earlier we had seen daze react to Gauntlet Hades and then 2A afterwards to get the punish, right? So that's where the RC comes into play, is it actually catches you trying to punish Gauntlet Hades.
Yeah. Because typically too, like, you block the first hit, crouch maybe the second hit, but, you know, if you RC and go for more overheads, whoops, got him. More pressure. Has a good uppercut, though. Betadood busting out. Has the bar, so it's fine. Gets a counter hit confirmed, too. Should be easy enough to finish up and follow up. This is a stamina draining set. This is already game 1, and the amount of time off the clock. Like, BlazBlue seconds are long seconds.
Yeah, well, also, like, outside of Overdrive, neither of these characters are going to do, like, huge damage on, like, a confirm, right? You would have to get, like, a fatal counter, and then, even then, it would have to be a specific fatal counter for the both of them. Like, Jin would have to be Sekka Jin, Like, I guess Betadood's would probably have to be like either like 6D or something like that. Okay, straight to the corner.
You saw a 6D and it got blown up by the DPs. That was good from Daze, who has to burst here because they were losing someone's life. Again, yeah, check.
Talk about the DPs again. There it is, 2A. That's going to be the mix-up. That's going to finish it off right here off the Carnage Scissors. First game to Betadood.
Great. Nothing crazy. Nice and simple. Gets this quick hit, go into overdrive, 1-2, Carnage Scissors, powered up, and Betadood with that game 1. Really good stuff.
Yeah, I feel like every match is going to continue being this slow paced because this is what both characters need, but Betadood is like thriving off it, right? Because like if he can keep his block strings into drive attacks, he can continuously get life back, right? So the war of attrition will eventually get back to Betadood's favor, even if he was below threshold for health.
Yeah. Very much so. Oh, and now we're calling out anti-airs, so Betadood's getting real comfortable in the match right now. Playing the player match really well, and Daze's defense again has been really good here. It's just the offense has just been struggling a little bit. Gets a hit, get something going, just see if they can carry that momentum. Just trying to see basic pressure, nothing crazy. 5B's gonna force something, got a hit, try to 6A, but Betadood with bar is gonna let it rip.
Full conversion here. This is gonna be a good amount of life back on top of doing 4.2k and got active flow. Oh no, yeah. Easy kill.
Yeah, it was nothing crazy either. The
I like how Betadood. I like how he RC'd when he didn't need to.
It's just like, it's easy enough. Let's just get a knockdown, extra credit. Nightmare Edge, my turn now, gets a cross up, but again, Jay is now in a position where it's just no significant hits. Try to 2C, gonna be dying for these little things, but finds a 2A. I think that's like easy K.
That's a direct thing that we were talking about a little bit earlier. I was asking the question of like why Daze maybe was not going towards the 2Cs of the Fubikis, and that was probably why right there. Like Betadood went right past and then he got punished for it. So.
Oh, great low forward. Go back to neutral.
And then right here, but yeah. I like the backdash. Was probably afraid of the. Oh, I don't know if 5D specifically was the intention, but yeah, that might come back to haunt at this point. 6B. Gonna go into Carnage Scissors. Oh no, devoured by there. What am I thinking?
You're thinking that this is a crazy ender, and I like it. The counter DP. I told you, Betadood just plays Beyblades. He loves it. He loves to let it rip.
Yeah. Well, I mean, so if you think about the resources on the side of Daze, he had 75 bar, right? Mm-hmm. So with 75 bar, you're more likely to want to Dragon Punch right there because if it lands or if it gets blocked, you get to RC and you get to either start pressure, get out of the corner, what have you, right? And so Betadood was essentially just thinking, okay, this is probably going to be the option right here. I don't think Betadood had 50 meter though, so he did kind of bet the farm. I could be wrong.
It was definitely, it's just, like you said, it's a case of the I know that you know that I know. It's like, this is your Hail Mary. This is like, okay, you feel like it's free. I've been uppercutting you a 50% bar the entire set. So now you feel like it's your turn. But what if I just uppercut? What if I went second? What if I took my turn right after yours? And it's just, my favorite style of playing fighting games, you see, is like, it is never your turn. It's like, when do I take my turn? You don't. It's always my turn.
Check the back of the box.
the Reynolds style of fighting game theory. I love it.
Cool.
Check the back of the box.
Homies, we have the next match lined up. It's another great one. It's going to be the BananaKen versus Nano match. So once Nano arrives, it's going to get started. I just want to remind you all at home, everybody, if you're having a good time, don't forget to support the Matcherino prize pool. Thanks to all of you, there's $260+ in there to support the top 3 players as well as next level. You can also support with your subscriptions. Every subscription also adds to the prize pool. It doesn't matter if it's a regular sub, a gift sub, or a free Prime sub, and you also get to keep all the cool Team Spooky icons and goodies to enjoy all over Twitch and all over Discord as well if you like. Thanks everybody.
Looks like NYC Bruno just gifted one, I do believe.
Thank you, Bruno, as always. Bruno, regular supporter of us here at Team Spooky. Thanks a lot, Bruno. We're going to get to the next match in just a minute. Enjoy, everybody. Thank you, BlazBlue community, and NLBC 101. Have a good time.
Yeah, so just like Spooky was talking about, it does go and support next level, because remember, we are in a pandemic. This is one of the reasons why we're having so many of these online events. And so with that, offline venues cannot so easily be open, and due to that fact, you know, they still have to pay bills, unfortunately. So, you know, it's a big help if you're able to donate. So please.
Oh yeah, appreciate all of y'all who've done that so far and have used up the codes, and everybody who's been doing the channel point bets. I know Spooky is, you know, taking the reins on the back end, but those votes predictions are still going up, so make sure you're spending your skulls, get your skull bets going on, try to win big, because this one is I think bet who will win.
Man,
and
this match in particular,
it's gonna be nuts between both of these players. So you do not look away. This is literally like a grand finals.
So these are two. Not only that, but these are two terrors of the game. Izanami and Kokonoe. These are two of the characters that have been basically maybe like the best at their particular times, right? Kokonoe was obviously the character who was like, should we ban this character or not? Like, Izanami is like, you know, if you've been paying attention to CF, I'm sure you know about Izanami right now. Like, this is yeah. Ooh, I love that. Yeah, the graviton actually ended up pushing away, so that there was no possibility of a punish for Megiddo Fire. You actually end up plus, I do believe. Yeah, trying to catch the air right here. And this is one of the nice parts about playing Kokonoe versus Izanami, is not only does she have like good horizontal like air catches in the jump B, but she also has the gravitons and things like Megiddo Fire, right? It's not actually called Megiddo Fire, but I'm just gonna shout out Nobody EXE who called it that one time, and I just never stopped. Because it's the Aegis move, so.
Ooh, raw hit. Mr. Banana had a good thing going, but man, just Izanami just doesn't want you to play the game. Have a super for your troubles. Go back into this corner, please. And now we're just gonna run it back.
And the Doritos set up. Backs off. Yeah, was probably looking for teleport, I want to assume, at that point. Because, you know, if you can't set up a meaty, teleport is an incredibly fast reversal option, right? It's not like it's invincible, but it's so fast that it becomes invincible on the actual teleport itself. Yeah, that could have killed.
And there's always Super Ball too. We have a lot of meter on BananaKen's side, so there's a trap, there's a jump C, little spooky. Teleport's out, okay.
Teleport. Yep. Yeah, I think you're right on the money about Super. Oh, Golden Tiger! Okay, so so even if that did not punish, that may have chipped out Nano in the first place, because you can, if Golden Tiger is held and you try to barrier through it, it'll actually eat all your barrier and do, I think it's like a third of your life and chip if you have 10k health. So it's a lot. But it turned out BananaKen did not actually hold it, so it didn't really matter. He just wanted to make sure that the punish was going to happen.
Oh, a nice block on the low, the sneaky stuff. Gets the extension here. Just going to be happy to get some damage, go back to neutral, but Nano back going in. And just always not afraid to put back his offense. Nano's not going to be the type to just run away, especially when you're so close to the corner. 6A gets stuffed.
And that was off the back of a combo drawn too. BananaKen missed a 3C, and so that gave Nano just a chance to be able to start going forward. Probably just going to go for super, no? See it. Okay, does not go for super.
Rich cave into meaty, just takes it like that. Nano not finishing the dub with the super, but it's fine. Takes it around, tied it up.
You know, I wonder if the psychology there was maybe that Nano was trying to hope that he could force BananaKen to like think that he needed to burst, and so that he could take the burst, so that there was no burst potential for next round, kind of thing. It's a stretch, mind you, but I can only think that that's like a possibility. 6C on wake up.
6C after the overdrive saying, you think I'm gonna press? You think I'm gonna maybe go for a throw? And that was just beautiful. There's the electricity trap. Neutral jump here with the spin. It's gonna run out the overdrive. It's good for BananaKen. It's gonna go for super ball into a setup. There's the graviton. You gotta guess left, right. It's the same side. Purple throw, no dice, no push-ups here for Nano yet.
Yeah, the worst part is it's more than just left-right. You actually have to block high-low as well, because the Super Ball masks what Kokonoe is doing. She is behind the Super Ball. Wow, it auto-corrects? Or did he do that on the exact frame? I don't actually remember if it auto-corrects or not. The slide actually going at just the right time. Oh,
he went right into it. That's the thing when you slide home. You know, sometimes the catcher has the ball ready, and the Kokonoe was ready to just get him out of there. That was, oh my god, the look on someone's face when you just literally full screen slide right into Kokonoe's Super Ball, and it's just like, I'll be scratching the back of my head, like, yeah.
All right, game number 2 right now. Trying to go for the frame traps. BananaKen has been instant blocking with great effectiveness so far. And then, has to back off due to the lightning rod being there. The Dorito's not putting in enough work, but finally catching the jump out there. The Dorito's actually putting in work as soon as I say it.
Oh, he slapped out the spin. Yeah, no spin here. Ribcage up. More corner pressure here as just BananaKen has no burst. Has to take the hit, and that's going to be a big chunk of life gone.
Got counter hit on that overhead too. I wonder if maybe thought he had the burst and tried to overdrive through it. Oh no, the mix up. Goes straight for super. Finishing it off right here.
Alright, yeah. Nano answers back. This character is just... Nano adapted it. Such a strong... like both characters really good at setting up strong Oki, setting up good pressure, but Nano's going to win out in the neutral here with playing at that airborne space, like you see, and just, again, we're back at this, not even 10 seconds in. BananaKen just having the block, gets opened up, and it's going to lose a grip.
Yeah, the worst part about like having to block this character's pressure is the fact that it drains your barrier quite a bit to try to push her out, right? But she has so many forward advancing moves that she just eventually gets back in. And so, like, if she's doing pressure that's not ribcage, she just still has that ribcage available, and that's the hard part. But now she can't block in the air, so Nano recognized, okay, I can't block in the air, so I need to be able to just air to air as quickly as possible, set out a button, stop any sort of offensive pressure from BananaKen, and that's a double perfect.
It is. It was double perfect on BananaKen, who won that first game, right? And that's just the scary part, because like Kokonoe's got great air buttons. Like jump B is ridiculous from Kokonoe. Like jump A is kind of funny, but like jump B is scary good. But Izanami is just like, you aren't the final boss. You are not. You are not who you see at the end of story mode. I am the one that everyone waited like a decade to have to fight. All right.
Just gonna hit you with the yell. Actually, I'm sorry. Terami is who you fight at the end of story mode. I'm sorry.
She's at the end. I'm not saying like the last person. Okay, come on. You like to correct me. I get it, but
I'm the lore master for a reason, bro.
I think there's been a couple more people who have a little more lore than you, but you're up there. BlazBlue community go hard.
Okay, well, trying to use the... Oh, yeah, I wanted to use the dinosaur to be able to get the meaty pressure. Didn't actually end up connecting, but I think that might have thrown off BananaKen in terms of blocking. Gotten opened up Super Ball, but you have ribcage at this point, and yeah, you're just going to be able to hack through it. Yeah, it doesn't really matter. Now, I guess that could have gone awry if maybe Nano like miscalculated on how much barrier gauge it would have got rid of, and it still ended up hitting. But it, you know, it looks like he had it about at the range of what you wanted.
Okay, nice chase down. I mean, that backdash again is going to come out. 6B overhead. I don't think I've seen a 6B at all until just then.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Getting some damage here. Throw, yep, right in between the lightning. Good damage here. BananaKen is just, again, going to get a knockdown. Super Ball probably to just try to see the end. Oh, no, wait, never mind. Sets the missile to do it. Very good. Had the resources to finish the job. That is Kokonoe's other super. Is just basically combo filler. A lot of good damage to round out. I think the minimum scale damage is not that bad.
It's actually really good in terms of minimum damage scaling. I can't remember the exact number, but it's on the higher side for sure.
Yeah.
Especially considering it goes after the. You can only use that super after the Gatling gun, right? So like, it's already like tacking on a lot of the damage. So you're already really worried about minimum.
Yeah, the ice hits 2 are a bunch of hits, so it's just like, okay, cool. Okay. Nice.
I think that was actually an attempt. Yeah.
And BananaKen being more respectful of the air-to-air, saw a whiff, and knowing that there's no barrier, chase down 6B. This is scary. Has no burst here. This is so much damage. Next hit for BananaKen just finished the job. You might not even see a burst from Nano.
Yeah, and I mean, the first couple of hits were, I believe, in... Oh, I think that's a guard break. I don't think you can actually tech that anyway. But I could be wrong.
That was so good. Just, no matter how you look at it, that was a beautiful. Just going through all the different mix-ups, BananaKen just like Rolodex of different setups afterwards. We've seen like every kind of ender, different kind of Super Bowl pressure from that, and then just you know what? Here is a pretty much like almost inescapable scenario.
The robbery, Spooky says.
And it's like, I love it too because you're getting hit by the Super Bowl, you can't even burst it because that Super Bowl is so persistent. It makes it so it just invalidates you getting out and just adds up enough damage. There's so much. The layers are too much. There is just. This is why BananaKen plays that character. This guy has got like a PhD in pain. The amount of studying he's done in a game like BlazBlue, the lab monster, but like puts like the proof to, you know, he puts the theory into practice so well, and it's outstanding.
Yeah, I do wish Super Bowl didn't cover up the screen so I could see whether or not that throw was tackable, but even if it was tackable, it's like you still have to block afterwards because there's like the Super Bowl on top of you, the lightning rod just went off, Kokonoe can act, like
BananaKen, if you're in chat, what was that?
Well, so it's a guard break in terms that you have to get like a throw, but if you pressed a button or tried to throw early, you get throw counter or throw eject miss, right?
I just want to ask
that's that. Well, yeah. So like I didn't see if it was throw counter or throw eject miss. That's the only thing I couldn't tell. All right, so we got Chick versus Monarch. Monarch hot off Frosty Fausting's W right now. Yeah. We talked a lot about Chick earlier, but we did not get to see Monarch on the stream until just this moment. So,
that's true.
Monarch was actually an S player for a while prior to this, and has since switched over to Lambda and has talked about it a bit at this point already. But yeah, I mean, like, this is a character that a lot of people were not really playing. There's a handful of them, obviously. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah,
but and they've been quite good, to be honest with you. No, a lot of the Lambda players.
And you consider like, okay, yeah, it's like S going to Lambda, but it meshes their playstyle so well. They won the last BlazBlue Central Fiction NLBC, took first then. Won Frosty Faustings. They are on a tear in 2022, so it'd be fun to see. I'm excited. They can keep that hot streak going on, especially with the amount of killers who are just coming through for this month.
And this is one of those funny situations where you run into Hazama, who is the anti-zoning zoner, right? And so now normally Lambda is a bit more offensive pressure heavy, right? That's just how she functions. She is different. Oh my, a 2C.
Right into it. Just like, okay, the first chain in, but I mean, that's not going to stop Chickzama from using their game plan. There's the hit from that full screen. That's just, like you mentioned, the anti-zoning zoner has these great tools to maneuver around these projectiles to get in, especially if those chains hit. But Monarch gonna adjust for how Hazama approaches. Again, goes over the 2C, gets a nice hit. Chickzama picking their spots really, really good, even on the blue beat combo, getting knocked down. And now you got.
And they're specifically using the B chain a lot too, right? Which is like kind of maybe, yeah. I mean, there's the C chain specifically, but like, or I might have them mixed up. It's been a while, but yeah. Like the B and C chain have just like great movement options versus Murakumo and versus New and Lambda specifically, because they just completely avoid the options that they can usually go towards in those ranges. But gonna be blowing up the overdrive activation right here off the 3C is Monarch, and good damage on this.
Yeah, see if we can bait the counter assault. Yeah, just waited there blocking. Lambda's got a lot of good tools to just put out meaties and sit there.
And that's with no barrier.
Now you're going to be dead here. Simple enough. And Monarch taking that first round. Hazama got some good stuff going, but under pressure, it's really tricky, especially because you may overthink situations like that. It's like, I can't counter assault. I got to block it out. When do I make my escape from here? And then just Monarch gets to catch, continues on.
No chains here though for okay, Chick just finally got the chain back. I was gonna say that's prime opportunity for Monarch to kind of change the tide, but now the chains are back.
Again.
Oh, there it is.
Right over the 2C, ready for it. Counter, micro dash 5B. Nothing more from it, but good life lead for Chickzama.
Yeah, I think that's a pretty unfortunate drop right there because now you're not gonna get the knockdown. You do go straight through it. Okay, is there a mix-up or does Chick just go for straight damage? Okay, just went for straight damage.
Okay.
I like that. No tech just to make sure you stay out of the situation.
5A with. They try to catch jumping up.
Overhead.
Oh, and there's the flip.
Yeah, that is punishable on block. So if they figure it out, you know, they're ready for it. But that's the nature of the mix-up beast, right? You have to try to go for it anyway. There it is again. Because you're in a corner, you get an easy confirm off of it without having to RC and the side switch. That's one of the Lambda specials, is that she can side switch off of most corner hits.
And then, yep, hitting. It's good overdrive. But the spooky part is just like, you are getting comboed like that, you can't really burst Lambda in situations like that. You can try, but it's just like a effort and futility with just how the sword normals operate, the range she can hit you at, and those kind of combos. So it's just unfortunate if you can't, like, you're maybe more focused on doing an overdrive back at her instead of bursting just for that sake of that alone.
Oh, second game now. Chicks really gonna have to change it up. Monarch in that second round looked a lot stronger.
You're gonna have to change it up.
Where would I be without you?
Maybe in a better place. I don't know.
Oh, come on. Don't sell yourself short. Oh, yeah, just barely caught right there. Not able to get a full conversion, though, and Monarch seems to be just controlling that space. You know, I mean, I was talking about it earlier, how, like, Hazama has a lot of tools to get around this, but Monarch just has the geometry down to pat on which projectile to use when.
Yeah, someone was paying attention in high school. They know the Pythagorean theorem, all right, but didn't get the 6A block. This would be almost a grip, but unfortunately the 6C missed, and now Chickzama getting hit for the troubles. Unfortunate drop because like the super itself doesn't do a lot of damage, but the follow up will add up a lot. Oh, there's the super extension here, getting close to us. Anything overhead RC does it. Monarch match point to get to top 8.
Yeah, I do like that that Monarch has been able to consistently hit the TK super, which allows you to get the 3C afterwards. It's like if you just do rounded super, you're not going to get the 3C. Got caught in the overhead right there, but not enough hits done because it's not counter hit, so immediately opts for the reversal right there.
Okay. Chickzama's still happy to block. Had the block through there, didn't want to try to EA, but gets a hit. Now this is good. Getting her, Monarch in the corner, no meter for really anything. Could set up a good meaty overhead with the charge, gets the combo off of it. That's going to be really good. Chickzama just needs one more touch after this to finish the job.
Yeah, but there is a burst available for Monarch. Don't know if he's feeling very heroic today. Probably not. Okay.
Nice. He's happy to be the king. Doesn't need to be the hero yet. But
yeah.
Still happy to wear the crown.
Ooh, and
nice
the counter hit 236D. Yeah, Jabaki on counter hit allows for the knockdown here. He's gonna go for stance mix up. Ooh, again, nice block on the overhead there. I feel like Monarch has had great success right there on being able to get around that. Like fuzzy jumping on the low almost every time, being able to stand up on the high hasn't seemed to be a problem.
Man, Chickzama again at a point where just like one hit can just finish the job against Monarch. Monarch has a long road to climb. Has to be careful trying to even burst here. Chickzama has a lot of ways to get around it and avoid it. There's here we go.
Yeah, that's the 50-50 right there, you know. She does have an overhead option on that. And, there's the overhead. I think that meant to be an overdrive on overhead reaction, but maybe not.
I think you're good for your Chickzama. You do have... a free get in. The burst bait. Monarch not biting.
Yeah. And then caught the jump.
Wow.
Wow, I don't know what button Monarch pressed, but it got caught out right there, not allowing for the burst to be able to be used. And Chick stays alive. One apiece here.
Man. Just... Ooh, I'm getting giddy. These matches have just been out of this world. And you talked about, like, at the start, just how this character, Hazama, can get around so much of this. And once they get that life lead there, and it's just so... It's so tricky to try to zone them out because it's so much of a committal if you're Lambda trying to snipe Hazama. We've seen so many times that Monarchs like tried to swing and then either got chained or Hazama crossed up and avoided it. So at some point, like, you start maybe like relying less on those tools, but then this Chickzama gets to just still freely move around unimpeded.
Yeah, and I mean, I think you're right about like her movement being unimpeded because of the fact that like we never saw any of those 4Ds or 60s. I think 60 actually, excuse me, not 4D. 4D's the overhead. 60s being able to catch the entire time during that, whereas like in the first game, we saw it the entire second round. Like shit could not move, right?
Yeah. Okay. Gets up to low, forces a burst touch. Chickzama with the early burst. Respect it. Does so, making sure, hey, we reset neutral. Might have a burst for a second game, at least guaranteed. It's hit.
Can you block 7 overheads in a row?
Ooh,
oh, chain cancel right there off the back. Yeah, I wouldn't have reacted to it, so.
Well, Monarch, we saw it at Frosty's, how amazing Monarch's defense is. That was on display. So even when we get to these extra tricky things, you know, they're ready for it. Counter assault from Chickzama is not going to matter much as Monarch takes the round and match point.
Yeah, Monarch looking stronger and stronger as more data gets collected. In terms of being able to stop movement, just goes into the 5A, but not trying to press anything. Plus frames on the 5Bs. Oh yeah, the air throws are not finding their mark so far. I feel like Monarch has missed several of them. Like I can see the attempts, but it's not been as strong as they normally are in BlazBlue because like BlazBlue air throws are like a vacuum. They'll catch you like behind and everything like that. The hitbox on them are crazy. Yeah, everybody's got magnet hands.
Not just Tager, right? It's like that's my gimmick, bro. Why are everyone able to do it like me?
Yeah, it's really funny because like the magnet hands character that like has the most magnet hands is not Tager. It's like Easyoi, I think. So. Right.
Okay, Monarch gets a significant hit, catches the backdash too. So that's gonna be good, you know, to put Chickzama in the corner, but tech's out. So I'm putting pressure, back to the chain, and a good up back. So from Monarch with the snipe, look at those snipes.
Oh, was really looking for that backdash or a jump or anything right there. Didn't get it. Caught the overhead. Not the second one though, and that may have been punishable. Okay, goes for the extra damage. Probably takes the corner, right?
Switch engine, right? Wants probably as much as they can get. Yeah, they're gonna go for small drop.
Ow.
Overdrive. Gotta get some life back. You just sit inside that circle.
I do love the 2A pressure right there from Monarch to stay.
Oh no!
Well, I spoke a little quick, but I mean that should do it. Legacy Edge. Trying to just catch the corner. Wow, didn't even need anything else.
Oh. There just does a leg drop from up top. Misses the mark. And you hate to see it because like you literally just as many times as Monarch whiffed a button and got punished from like trying to, you know, catch something that was just like Chickzama's turn, landing right behind the Lambda and just like, welp.
Yeah, I gotta shout out the 2A pressure on the overdrive like possibility because Monarch basically shut down any defensive option for Chick, right? Because if it was counter assault, you're doing 2A, so you can kind of like just hold down back and then 2A like really late, and you'll either 2A again or you'll block the counter assault. If it's overdrive, you can just keep 2Aing and then you know their only option is quick EA, which at that point is quite risky. So it's like. You're shutting down as many options as possible while keeping your pressure as emphatic as you can. So really good stuff from Monarch. So that's going to be moving on to top 8 right here, and we're just the hits don't stop. We got Arklancer and Ryuksen.
We can't even catch our breaths. That's just, again, it's just how easy it is for people to get in lobbies and for matches to get going. It's just
yeah, no. It's by the way, fellas, if you guys ever need a break, don't be afraid to step away for a little while, and whatever you need, let me know. I can always jump in with you guys, worst case, all right? But in the meantime, we're just going quick because it's like you said, it's easy to do and it's convenient. So, and thanks a lot to you guys and the players, of course.
Yeah, no, the players are making it go quick too, because like they're just ready, right? Like when the admin is like, all right, it's your turn, they're here. We don't seem to have to wait very long.
Oh yeah, they click the lobby link and then boom, it's just it's refreshing.
Yeah,
so, like this Taokaka play, so the chase down.
Okay, block on the overhead right there, but finally the low, and there's the command laser. So remember what that does. You know, you can't. It's a combo breaker, like you were talking about earlier. They succeed, and I just realized Black On saw this play, and a Ragna player's not even on screen.
It's you know sometimes people. Was it random select? They didn't want to pick it.
Oh, it could have been. Ooh, wow, that actually connected right there. That looked like the tip of Taokaka's toe.
Trying to avoid it so hard, but just sometimes you get clipped by laser beams. We've all been there. We play a little bit of shmups and stuff in our day.
Yeah. Some Raiden. Oh, purple throw. Okay. That's joining the purple throw push-up crew.
Only the second one that I've seen really work, I believe, so... Nice combo here. Arklancer just melting Taokaka's life. Over half gone, and now overdrive just to seal the deal. Oh, goodness. Sword of the Revealing Light.
And it's the big version, too, so you just get mad damage off of it. And that's the thing about, like, I can't stress it enough. I will talk about it every time New is on the screen. This character's everything is just so good. Like, I just don't understand why there's not more Mu players.
What would you say is bad? What does she not have?
Sometimes she has to set up Steins.
Sometimes she has to do a special move that doesn't hit immediately. Okay.
Yeah, but like this character can do damage. She can zone. She can rush you down. Okay. I guess I could say that her mix-up is reactable, right? Even the RCable mix-ups. So like the 6B into RC, like 2B kind of thing. That is still technically reactable. So I guess I can't really.
Technically, but just because it's reactable doesn't mean it's not good, so...
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
Nice, confirm again. We've seen this show before, so hope you like the movie. The sequel, looking just the same as the original, but if you're Arklancer, you're fine with that.
Oh command grab super! We rarely get to see this!
No, that's a super that only works if your opponent is just standing up. If they crouch, Taokaka pretty much whiffs and dies.
It catches jumping too, which happened there from Arklancer. Arklancer actually tried to jump it.
Yeah, you just literally can hold down and you're fine. Well, this is good. That's what Rikusen needed. That's a momentum shifter that can save the day here with the bar. Should be enough with the air super. Maximum Taokaka is going to finish the job and put Rikusen on the board.
Yeah. Looks like the other thing that Ryukusen needed was just catching a 2C, because Arklancer actually tried to anti-air that, and then it ended up being the death of Arklancer, so... Okay, tossing a Kaka clan member right there.
Sometimes you need a little help from a little homie, no worries. Not enough help, apparently, is Arklancer back in the corner here, force the burst out. I like that from Yuki-san, because you have a round to give as well, you have time to get that burst back little by little, but Arklancer finds another big tag, and is going to have a bar, I think, to finish this with one hit.
Yeah, I was going to say, that could very well be death, but not going to be required.
Right, match point. Arklancer trying to make top 8. Trying to get this and round out our top 8 winner side. Oh, the drive though, counter hit. Wait, okay, nice. Rikusen just barely avoiding through the beams. And a great backdash for Arklancer, but Rikusen as on top of it as he can be. And the hard part about finding these kind of characters, oh gosh, it's scary.
Yeah, I wonder if that was meant to be like a 6A, but maybe got crossed up on the input, and so it gets... Yeah, and I mean, that's a big counter hit, too. Oh, but a big drop, so Rikusen at the very least stays just fine. Command laser super. Oh, caught the recovery? 60
Spooky for Rikusen. There's a burst. Gonna overdrive into the double, but doesn't matter if there's 2 of you. Hit them both. Arklancer 2-0 over Ryukusen. Wow.
Yeah,
taking it really well.
That was basically like one of the textbooks examples of how you're gonna have a lot of trouble trying to jump or press buttons versus move pressure when the steins are up, right? Like even when the steins are not up in that particular situation, 5C was still gonna hit Nitty like it did right there for Arklancer, but it gets really hard to like overdrive and then the steins are up